Here is exactly how to make 10K a month as an online coach using Trainerize. So this is exactly how to automate your client onboarding, your program delivery, your check-ins, so that you can focus on coaching rather than admin. So by the end of this video, you'll know how to make 10K a month with a lean, efficient system, plus my thoughts on Trainerize as a platform and how it compares to other tools as well. But first, the part that everyone loves to ignore. The purpose of software is to solve real problems in your coaching business, not tools for tools' sake. So first, figure out what is the problem that you actually need to solve, and then find the software that solves that, not the other way around. So Trainerize are going to hate me for saying this, but if you have less than 10 online clients, it is not the most important tool in your business, by far. It's not any coaching app. It is your CRM. That is your book of business. Your CRM is the lifeblood of your business, because if you haven't got one, you're not making sales, and then you've got no clients to actually coach. We cover all of that and recommendations in this video. But now I'm going to assume that you have that in place and you've got paying clients. You're not procrastinating by trying to solve a problem that you don't have of finding tools for your non-existent clients, which many people like to do. We all know a guy who's bought the most expensive pair of running shoes or bike and has all the pre-workout supplements. But when you ask him, when was the last time you made it to the gym? Tumbleweed. But hey, it's your money, so don't let me tell you what to do. We help people make a living as an online coach, and to do that, you need clients. So the essentials of any coaching business are a way to get clients and a way to coach them, and then systems to do both of those things reliably. So to get clients, you need a sales and marketing CRM, and then to coach them, you need a coaching platform, one for one-to-one and one for group programs. So the feature set that you need in both of them, and Trainerize serves both of these, is for one-to-one, you need something that offers programming and a chat interface. And then for group coaching, you need a community, course modules, and a way to host group calls. We actually give our mentorship clients that in an all-in-one tool, but you don't need any of that. We built Propane to 15K a month using just email and Google Sheets. And our clients loved it. It's not ideal, it's far from ideal actually, but it's just to prove that the software probably isn't the thing that's holding you back. So apps like Trainerize are great when the problem that you're solving is, I have clients and now I need to give them a good service and I'm running into the limitations of WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever. So cart, horse. So step one is get clients. And that scares some people because they're like, oh, how am I supposed to get clients if I don't have the perfect app and setup in place? Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. They're not buying your app. They're buying you. And I think you already know that deep down. And that's the way that you future-proof yourself, because as AI gets better and better, the one thing that it can't do is human connection, community, and accountability. So the more of you that you can bring to the coaching relationship, then the better your client retention and your profits will be as a coach. So if you're going to automate something, it should be your marketing, not your relationships. And the rest of this channel is dedicated to building your automated selling system, so we've got you covered. We want an app that just gets out of your way and lets you do your job. So I'm going to cover why Trainerize can do that and some of the pitfalls to look out for. Trainerize essentially helps you create a smooth process from collecting applications all the way to processing payment, getting started, coaching your one-to-one clients, and then communicating with them, delivering the programming and that kind of thing. All right, so I'll show you briefly how that works within Trainerize, and we'll get onto the more advanced features as well. So you have your feed on here. This is where you see your business growth. So that's quite a nice touch. Your average client sign-in, so you can check your client engagement at a glance, the workouts that they're doing, exercise compliance. So this stuff, if you've been coaching for a while, you'll know that getting your clients to actually show up to the gym and do the thing is far and away the biggest challenge compared to the specifics of your daily undulating periodization approach or whatever. So it's good to have that on top. They clearly get it here. So you have that in place. You then have this section for your messaging with your clients. This is me sending Johnny a pineapple, saying, go to the gym now, you smelly man. There we go. And now he has received a gentle prompt from me. You also have your groups, which I'll cover in a second, as well as challenges. This is not challenge in the way that we define it, but still useful. And you can see your client database in here, filtered by exercise, nutrition, weight, etc. And you can also check payment status of these guys as well. Again, really nice touch, and it's nice to have that all in one place. So if you wanted to send a client payment link, you can set up through here, connect with your Stripe, and basically collect your recurring subscriptions and have all of your finances and your delivery in one place, which is always a nice touch as well. Next, you have your libraries. So this is where you keep your programs, your workouts, exercises, and so on, and you can customize this fully. So if I was to create a new program in here, I can build something from scratch, or I can use the library, although I don't know why I'd ever want to use someone else's programming to deliver to my clients, but let's call this example Big Booty Blaster. And then you can set out the phases, how long it is. I really like how flexible this is compared to the last time that we used Trainerize several years ago. So you can set up this stuff, you can import from other sections that you have as well, so that you're not duplicating the work that you're doing. You can create a program once, like a master template, and then tweak it for the particular client. And I've got a lot to say on that in a second. And then you can just deliver this to one of your clients as well. So if I say copy to client's program, so let's create a workout in here. Day 1, start building. Let's just add, okay, half kneel to high knee hop. Right. There we go. So now if I want to copy that to a client, I can do that like that. So now I've told Johnny he needs to go to the gym, and there it is. So if I go to my clients now, I'll see that show up within his account. So we have a client profile, everything in one place. I love this touch as well, that you can connect your Apple Watch, Fitbit, Ythings, all of that stuff too. And where is his program? It's there. So there we go. We can make sure that he's doing his kneeling high hop knee exercise. Great. I'm being fully serious here. So you can see it's very full featured. It connects to all these tools. There's different tabs and attachments and all this stuff, and clients have their individual profiles. It's quite organized. The double-edged sword is that because of the feature set, we want to make sure that clients are just doing the boring basics. So they have launched check-ins as of a few days ago, but it's kind of worrying that like client check-ins is a new feature in 2025 when really that should have been like feature number 1. And you can see the comparison to Superset on this channel, which is a lot more minimal but focuses on doing just the key priorities well. So with Trainerize, and the reason for my big preamble before, is that there are a lot of features. It's very powerful. I can't fault it from that perspective, but you've got to make sure that you would use those features and that your clients would, which ultimately they're the ones who are using this. Okay, so the next step is automating your client delivery. One-to-one coaching needs you to be able to use your time efficiently, and to manage and retain 50 clients at £200 a month, you're going to need a system that leverages your time while still delivering a gold standard experience. So to do that, you need to automate all of the admin parts that aren't you specifically adding value through your manual interaction. So that is your onboarding, the welcome emails, the client intake form, and an automated first week plan just to get someone up to speed before you create their customized plan. And you can do that by going to settings, consultation form, and then you can set up the questions that you want to ask people in there. I also like that because this is fully customizable and you can set programs and libraries across workouts and exercises, but also habits and foods and things, it's not limited to just standard personal training, 3 sets of 10 bench press or whatever. You can use this for all sorts of coaching depending on what you offer. So you can create some form of an onboarding form. The other part of this is the bucket method. This is where you create your master program, and then within that you have specific modifications for your one-to-one clients, or for your group clients, they would semi-customize it. So they would make any kind of tweaks themselves. For example, if they haven't got a Smith machine, but they've got a leg press, they can modify that or whatever. And that's something that they would do on their side. And that's obviously the reason for the price differential between one-to-one and group. Every time you create a new program for a client that doesn't fit one of your buckets, that becomes a new bucket for the future. And this lends itself really well to doing that, because you can create workouts for, let's say, 35-year-old woman, 2 years training experience, fat loss. You start building. And then over time, you have this library, very clever, and obviously they've got to be doing the half kneel, high knee hop. So let's give them that. God, I'm having too much fun with this. So that's what you do. You create a template program and then you modify it. That is not cheating. It's creating a gold standard so that when a new client signs up, they get the best, latest version of that template that you then customize for them. Also within this, just like Superset, just like hopefully every coaching app should have, is habit reminders, check-in forms, progress trackers that you have on your side and for them. And obviously it connects with their Fitbit and Apple Health and all that stuff. Who's this? Okay, next we have groups. This is your client community. It's literally just a group chat where you can add programs and files and so on into here as well. Great. You can have different topics within groups for the same clients. So, for example, you have an announcements thread, an accountability thread, a wake it up Wednesday, fuck up Friday, whatever. And there are voice notes in both the individual and group messages feature. This is key, because the more that you can connect and show yourself with your clients, the better, the more connection you have. And that applies with your lead gen as well. If you send someone a voice note on Instagram, the open rate is higher, the trust rate is higher because it's not just a copy-paste thing, and it's more vulnerable. You're showing yourself. So hats off to you guys. Great on all of this. And finally, the challenges thing. This is really for existing clients. This is where you would create a leaderboard or a threshold or something where it gamifies the community. So honestly, since last time I looked at Trainerize in the big comparison video, they've really improved and they've aligned with what coaches are actually looking for. Now, I'm going to cover the downsides of this and all specific apps, because you'll notice here that I've talked a lot about what you experience as a coach using this app. That's great. Like, it's got all the bells and whistles that every coach wants and all the exciting things that certainly get me excited and get every coach excited. But you're the one paying for the app. Your clients are the one using it. And so what's most important is what's the experience from the client side. So this is what the app looks like from the client side, if the camera will come into focus. So this is the home screen. It's got all the different watch Yusef struggle with the mirror effect on a camera. So it's got all these different features on here as well. It's quite responsive. It's fast. It's got that messaging tool. There we go as well. So this is the mobile app. And essentially what we're seeing is, and you know what, I'll just record. And so what we're seeing are the different tabs. So they can see their calendar, what workouts they've got coming up, their coach, the same client stats that you can see, the consultation forms, the attachments, and notes. I like the mobile app. It's simple, it does what it needs to. The key point of friction that you're always going to experience is making sure that they use the app. So this is just part of your onboarding. When someone joins, you just say, hey, make sure that you put this app on your home screen if this is an important goal to you. Ask them to enable notifications so that when you message them or send them a weekly check-in, they actually see it and respond. And if you can get over that hurdle, which is really important, then you've got all of the upsides of a direct training app with all of the benefits and simplicity of messaging through WhatsApp or something too. So for one-to-one check-ins and accountability, clients generally ghost when they don't feel progress. So the weekly check-in has to be the pulse of that. And so the thing that I like about Trainerize is this overview feature, because you can then see at a glance who's checked in, who's been doing their workouts and so on, and you can filter by like the people who are least engaged and make sure to chase them up. So for me, Trainerize hits the spot of automating your check-ins, tracking progress, weights, workout, compliance, nutrition, habits, training. It allows you to do the bucket method, group training, community, messaging. There's compliance features in there too. So all of that is pretty good. And as a platform, I honestly can't fault it. It's quite simple and intuitive to use as well, as you can see. For group training, this is what the curve of retention looks like. So initially, it's knowledge. And the one thing Trainerize doesn't have is a knowledge section or a learning management system for your course modules. But aside from that, the accountability, community, objectivity features are pretty good. All with the caveat that they actually use the app. And this, sadly, is where a tool like WhatsApp or Facebook is always going to win out, even over the most advanced training dashboard, because people are already using WhatsApp. They're already opening WhatsApp and Facebook multiple times a day. Whereas it's quite hard to get someone into a new habit of being addicted to opening their Trainerize app. So that's always going to be a problem that you face. It's just how it is, because WhatsApp and Facebook have spent billions on engineering people's addictive brains to keep opening them. But the solution is you ask them to put Trainerize on their home screen and, you enable notifications and all that stuff. Anyway, community and support. Clients will stay longer when they feel like they're part of a group. So I'd recommend wherever you're hosting your community, take a look at the How We Coach 100 Clients video, because it talks about engagement and making sure that it's as good an experience as possible so people stay for years and years. Okay, so final piece is the upsells. This is people who are in your group program that you want to upsell to one-to-one. The simplest way to do that is message them through Trainerize, give them a call, upsell them. The upsell rate's always much, much higher than it would be for a cold prospect. The other way to do that organically is through your group calls, and Trainerize supports this now, which is pretty cool. So go into settings and you can create an event type and have an in-app video call. So let's recap the features of Trainerize. This pretty much does most of what I would want in a coaching app. You've got the overview, the dashboard, messaging feature, group messaging, challenges for paying clients, a client overview and profiles with a kind of mini CRM. It's got payment processing. It has team management as well. I forgot to mention that. So if you're hiring other coaches to work with you, then you can manage them through here and you can see client compliance per team member, etc. Payment processing, master libraries. Also, I noticed that although I said they don't have a learning management system, it looks like their way of jimmying this is to turn it into a workout or a program, and then people can watch that. So you basically upload it as if it's a workout video, and then it's a course video. So, okay, fair play to you guys. You've thought of that one too. You have meals, habits, check-ins. This could work for a meditation offer, a mindset offer, or whatever else as well, which is great. There's calendar settings, and there is built-in video calls. Awesome. They really have become this behemoth now where it's all in one place, and the mobile app is decent. So the final thing, there are some add-ons. It's in here where for an extra fee per month, you can include referral system, bookings, video coaching, advanced nutrition coaching, so like macro splits and dietary preferences and stuff too. Bear in mind, these are additional upsells, but they're pretty cheap for what you get. And a custom branded mobile app. For $169, that is pretty cheap. And even if it's not the perfect set of features that you would want, like to be able to just have a white label thing that's fully supported, that's very good. Plus, it connects with Zapier and a bunch of other stuff too. So overall, I am a big fan of Trainerize if it suits your use case. If you're looking at this and you're like, it's kind of overkill, take a look at Superset. Instead, we have a video review for that as well. If you want to get Trainerize, we always give you the best discount link available in the link below. And if you're comparing this against other apps and you found this video useful, let me know which one you want me to review next. We have a website, inventively named onlinecoachingapps.com, where I go deep into all of the different tools to get clients and to coach clients. So have a look at that to see the full breakdown and feature comparison. If you want to learn more about the automated selling system that we use to bring in clients on autopilot using targeted ads without being a social media influencer, then have a look at this next video.